Hey everybody, it's Crazy Horse Lady here, and today I am going to talk to you about this evaluation of my mare, Mocha. Now, first off, I would like to tell you a little backstory about her. She was gifted to me by a family member. They didn't want her because, well, she has an issue, as you can see in the video, and that is she was at the time pretty much impossible to catch. They would either corner her, they'd had the two or three people in the pasture and they'd corner her, or they would trick her into being caught. They had a halter on her up until like the last year, right before she was given to me. Anyway, they would hold an apple out and hide a lead rope behind their back, wait for her to sink her teeth in. And as soon as she sunk her teeth into the apple, they would slap a lead rope on her, and it made it really bad. But I had known Mocha since she was bought, and she wasn't bought by me. She was bought by my or husband's brother in 2012. They bought her, bred her, and then brought her to where all the family horses were staying, and that's at my husband's mom's place, so my mother-in-law's. They tried to train her while she was pregnant. Things went bad. She wound up dragging my nephew, and ever since then they just called her worthless and this and that, and just you know, they just made her worse. So I knew her, the entire time. And the reason why I have somebody else evaluating her is because, well, I already knew her. So there was no point for me to do an evaluation because I already knew how bad her catching issue was, but I didn't know how much worse it had gotten. So I thought, have a stranger go in. She doesn't know the person in the video. She knew me, but she didn't know the person in the video. So it would be the perfect evaluation. Every good equestrian knows that when you go to, I guess you could say, buy a horse, even though I didn't buy her, she was given to me. You bring another experienced horse person with you to evaluate the horse and get a second opinion because they might see something that you don't. And the person in the video, experienced with horses, and known her all my life, so it was perfect. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get to the video. I'm gonna leave the sound off. There's no point in sound. But I am sorry about the jiggling in the video. There's two horses behind me that are obsessed with smelling and trying to eat my hair all the time. They still do it to this day. I've never been able to get them to stop, and I can't figure it out. But anyway, and that's why you see all the jiggling in the camera, because they keep bumping into me. And I'm trying to focus on videoing, and yeah, it was chaos that day. But you can see how close you it's she won't let you get close enough to where you can slip, slide, snap, nothing. Nothing on her. And she won't run from you. She never has. Um, see, right there. She can feel it and she just like, nope. She more walks away in annoyance than anything. Like she does not want nothing to do with you. I'm done. Go away. You're gonna trick me. I don't trust you. Go away. That's the way she was. And she always kept a good distance. And you can see this. And, just like what she did. She walked way around. Even though they were taking down trees and, um, tree piece logs or branches or mini trees were in the way. Um, she walked over them to get away from her. And you may hear me call her Clyde. in the video. That's because that is what my brother-in-law named her. I hated that name. Never thought that name fit her. And I was like, ah. And so as soon as we got ownership of her, uh, it took many different names to try and figure out what to name her. Um, but we finally found her name, and that was Mocha, of course. But in the video, you can see how impossible it would be to catch her, and it doesn't just stop right there. It continues. She will not stop. It just continues and continues and continues and continues. She will not stop walking away. She has never gotten aggressive. She's never charged or tried to kick or bite or anything. She just pretty much got to the point to where she became antisocial towards people in a non-aggressive way. That's why, we wanted to see how bad it had gotten, and the person in the video had helped, agreed, or not really agreed. She asked uh, if she could help me train Mocha, and I said, well, sure. It's always good to have another hand, another person's ideas in the training. But that didn't last very long, unfortunately. But I will talk about that in a later video, as you will understand why. Just out of respect, I will still put up her videos, even though we parted ways. Anyway, I thought I did, explain Mocha's backstory, sort of. I can't really get into her real backstory. It wasn't pleasant. She was gifted to me on Thanksgiving of 2016, just because I offered to work with her. They told me if I wanted her, or wanted to work with that BITCH, I could have her. And never in my life did I think I would own that horse. I had always thought she was so beautiful and how lucky my brother-in-law was to have her, but I was never jealous or anything like that. I just never thought I'd own her. But she wound up landing in my lap, which was kind of ironic. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep a lookout for the second evaluation video, which I will be putting up here soon. The second evaluation video is we're putting her under pressure to see if she has any aggressive tendencies, and the person in the video is doing the second evaluation. As like I said, I already knew her, so better to have a stranger do it than me. And the results of the evaluation, I guess you could say, are quite interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, comment. I'll answer any questions. So thank you, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day.